Good morning, students. Today I am starting the third chapter, that is plant kingdom. In biological classification, chapter 2, we studied 5 kingdom classification. Scientist named Whittaker gave 5 kingdom classification. The different organisms are classified under 5 kingdoms. The names of the 5 kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. In biological classification, we studied kingdom Monera, Protista and Fungi, that is Mycota in short. Next is plant kingdom, and the fourth chapter is animal kingdom, which you already finished reading, right? Now the third chapter, that is kingdom plant or plant kingdom. So R.H. Whittaker classified living organisms into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Now the third chapter deals with the plant kingdom. That means in this chapter it deals with the further classification of kingdom Plantae, or further classification within the kingdom Plantae. So in this chapter we are dealing with the further classification within the plant kingdom. So plant kingdom is popularly called, or we can say kingdom Plantae is popularly called plant kingdom. Kingdom Plantae is popularly called plant kingdom. Different scientists try to classify kingdom Plantae. They gave their own systems of classification, which we can explain under the heading types of classification. There are nearly 3 plus 3, totally 6 different types of classification proposed by different scientists. Types of classification, systems we can say, or systems of classification. Types of classification or systems of classification. First one under that is artificial system of classification. Artificial system of classification is the first classification. This is given by scientist named Linnaeus. Artificial system of classification was given by scientist named Linnaeus. This is the earliest system of classification. Given by scientist named Linnaeus, and this is the earliest system of classification. This system used gross superficial morphological characters. Gross means total. Gross refers to total. Superficial, only confined to the surface. We call superficial. This used for the classification, or the classification system used gross superficial morphological characters. Gross, total. Superficial, only those which are seen from the outer side, from the outer surface. Gross superficial morphological characters such as habit, color, number and shape of leaves. So this is one of the it used. Which one? The first system used this. System used gross superficial morphological characters such as habit. Habit means when we see a plant, how it is. Is it small, big or large, like that. Herb, shrub, tree, such terms we use. So only those morphological character, habit, how the color is, how many the leaves are in the plant, like number of leaves, what is the shape of the leaves, like that, such character. So the system used gross superficial morphological character, and it based on the classification based on vegetative characters, and also based on structure of androecium. Androecium means male part of the flower. Structure of androecium. Yes, structure of androecium. So it used and it is based on. The one system was given by Linnaeus. Is the earliest system of classification. Used gross superficial morphological characters like habit, color, number and shape of leaves. Number of leaves, shape of the leaves, followed by number of leaves and shape of the leaves, based on vegetative characters and on the structure of androecium. Vegetative characters and structure of androecium. But this system had some drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? Drawbacks of the system. System gave equal weightage for vegetative and reproductive structures. See, these are vegetative characters, these are reproductive characters. So first drawback is the system gave equal weightage to vegetative and sexual characters. It gave equal weightage for vegetative and sexual characters. But the vegetative characters often change with the change in the environment. So vegetative characters are never stationary. They goes on changing with the changes in the environment. So which is not acceptable. Means what? Giving equal weightage for vegetative and sexual character is one which is not acceptable. Why it is not acceptable? Because vegetative characters often change with the environment. Means what? Any change in the environment means the vegetative characters of the plants also change. We can call this as mutation anta helteve. Okay, vegetative characters often change with the change in the environment. That's why giving equal weightage for vegetative characters and reproductive character is a drawback of the classification system. The system used only few characters. Only few characters are considered by the system. As a result, it separated closely related species. It separated closely related species. So these are the two drawbacks of the classification. So first classification is artificial classification. The earliest classification given by the scientist Linnaeus. Used gross, total, superficial, only those characters which are seen from outside on the surface. Gross, superficial, morphological characters such as habit, color, number and shape of leaves, and they classification was based on vegetative characters as well as on sexual character, vegetative characters as well as sexual character. But these vegetative characters goes on changing with the changes in the environment. That's why this had drawbacks. The system had drawbacks. First drawback is what? The system gave equal weightage for vegetative as well as for reproductive characters, vegetative as well as for the reproductive characters. But vegetative characters change with the changes in the environment. That's why this classification was not accepted, which is not acceptable. Since vegetative characters often change with the changes in the environment, Only few characters are considered for classification. As a result, closely related species got separated. It separated the closely related species. Okay, continuation. Next system is natural system of classification. Natural system of classification given by two scientists, simply called Bentham and Hooker's system of classification. Their full names are George Bentham, Joseph Dalton Hooker. The scientists who gave this classification is Bentham and Hooker. Bentham and Hooker's classification, George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. Based on natural affinities between the organism. Natural affinities between the organism. Affinities refers to likings. This system based on natural affinities between the organism, and this classification system considered both external features as well as internal features. How they look externally, that is the morphological character, how they are internally, internal features. So both external features and internal features were considered in this system of classification based on natural affinities, likings, natural affinities with the other organisms, between the organism, and also the system considered both external features and internal features. Internal features mainly included anatomy, how the internal structure is, ultrastructure, embryology, and phytochemistry. Phytochemistry means what are the chemicals, chemical constituent, chemical content present inside the plants, like that. Chemically, how the plants, chemically what are present inside the plants, that is second. So two classifications we studied, artificial and natural. Artificial and natural. system of classification is phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic system of classification. Okay, next one, third one, phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic system of classification given by two scientists, Engler and Prandtl. Engler and Prandtl system of classification. Engler and Prandtl. What is meant by phylogeny? Phylogeny refers to evolutionary history of a group of organisms. Evolutionary history of a group of organisms is called phylogeny. This system of classification is based on evolutionary relationship between various organisms. Evolutionary relationship between various organisms. System based on evolutionary relationship between various organisms. And this system assumes that group of organisms coming under a taxon have common ancestor. So this word you studied in the first chapter. So group of organisms coming under a taxa have common ancestor. That is this theory. So phylogenetic system of classification based on evolutionary relationship between various organisms. Evolutionary relationship between various organisms, and the classification assumes that group of organisms coming under a taxa or different organisms coming under a taxa have common ancestors or common ancestor. So here we finished the first three. First one is artificial, Linnaeus. Second one is natural, given by Bentham and Hooker. The third one is phylogenetic, given by Engler and Prandtl. Okay, next one is numerical taxonomy. Numerical refers to number. Yes, numerical refers to number. So here comes a number. Okay, this is based on all observable character. Most of the character, all observable characters were considered based on all observable characters. In this system of classification, it made use of computers. The system makes use of computers. System makes use of consider. So based on all observable characters means for each character a number, a code was given. So in this system a number, numerical number, and a code was given, and number and codes are given to different characters. So whatever information got, that is called data, so collected is then processed using computer. The data so collected is then processed using computers. So for each character is given equal importance. Each character was given equal importance. That is numerical taxonomy. So what is numerical taxonomy? Based on all observable character, makes use of computers. Number and codes are given to different character. Each character is given equal importance. The data so collected is then processed using computers. So this had several advantages. So what is numerical taxonomy? The one, taxonomy is classification of plants, right? Taxonomy you studied in the chapter 1. So classification is mainly based on all observable characters, and for each character equal importance was given for each character, and whatever collected is processed by using computer. So advantage is at the same time hundreds of characters are considered. This is the advantage of this system of classification. So what is the advantage of this? In this classification, at the same time hundreds of characters are considered. So that is numerical taxonomy, based on all observable characters. Makes use of computers. Number and codes are given to different characters. Each character is given equal importance. The data so collected is then processed using computer. So what is the advantage? At the same time hundreds of characters are considered. That is numerical taxonomy. Next one, Cyto. Cyto refers to cell. This system of classification, in this taxonomy, it is mainly based on the cytological information about the cell. Based on the cytological information, cytotaxonomy, based on the information of the cell. Equal importance was given to number, structure and behavior of chromosomes. Cell inside the nucleus contain DNA contain chromosomes. So here cytological characters, importance was given to chromosomes. So gave equal importance to number, structure and and behavior of chromosomes, that is cytotaxonomy. Cytotaxonomy. Next one, chemotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy based on the chemical constituents of the plants. This classification was based on the chemical constituents of the plant. Constituents, chemical constituent refers to chemical characters of the plant. Chemical constituents, or you can also write chemical characters of the plant. So there we finished the types of classification. So under types of classification, first three are of one type: artificial, natural and phylogenetic. Last three are numerical, cyto and chemo. Numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy and chemotaxonomy. Recall in short: artificial given by Linnaeus. Earliest based on gross superficial morphological characters and based on vegetative and reproductive characters. The one classification which was not accepted, since vegetative characters and morphological characters, vegetative and reproductive characters were given equal importance, but vegetative character changes with the changes in the environment. Very few characters are considered under that system. As a result, what happened? It separated closely related species. Second one is artificial. What is that? Based on natural affinities of organisms, considered both internal as well as external features, given by Engler and Prantl. Third one. Second set of societies was given by Bentham and Hooker. Next we studied phylogenetic system of classification. What is phylogenetic system of classification? Phylogeny, based on evolutionary relationship. It assumes that those group of organisms which belongs to the same taxa have common ancestor. Numerical, most of the character, all observable characters are considered. For the characters, codes, numbers were given, computers were used, each character given equal importance. The data collected is accessed using computers, that is numerical. So at the same time, hundreds of characters can be considered, which was the advantage of this classification. Then is cytotaxonomy, included cytological information, mainly the information of chromosomes, number, structure and behavior of chromosomes. Finally, the chemotaxonomy deals with the chemical constituents or chemical characters of the plants. Comes all these group of different plants, starting from primitive to highly advanced: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Algae to angiosperm, primitive to advanced: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. We'll see one by one. First one, algae. algae. Algae are small plants. Small plants. In the sense, why small? They are simple. There we can't see root, stem and leaves. Undifferentiated plant body we say. Undifferentiated plant body. So these are algae are simple plants. Simple plants. The plant body here is called thallus. The plant body is called thallus. So what is thallus? Thallus means the plant body is without root, stem and leaves. Like that. Undifferentiated plant body is called thallus. Simple thalloid, thallus with the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll bearing, that's why comes under plant kingdom. Chlorophyll bearing, hence autotrophic. Where and all these are found? These are found in different habitat. Where and all these are found? In aquatic condition. Few are found in aquatic condition. Aquatic means both in fresh water as well as in marine water. Fresh water as well as marine. Few are found on moist soil, stone as well as wood. On moist soil, moist stones, on moist wood. Some are found in association with. Some are found in association with. You studied already in biological classification group of organisms known as lichens. Yes. So what are lichens? It is an association of algae with fungi. Yes, this is algae. This algae found in associated with the fungi in the lichen thallus. Yes, in association with fungi, in association with fungi in lichen. In association with fungi in lichen. So what are lichens? Dual plants with algae and fungi. Yes, some algae are found in association with the fungi in lichen thallus. Others are found, second one, others are found in animals. Others are found in animals. One example is, few algae are found on an animal known as sloth bear. On an animal known as sloth bear. So what are algae? Algae are simple plants. Simple plants. Whereas angiosperms are advanced plants. Like that. Simple, thalloid, chlorophyll bearing, hence autotrophic. Since they possess chlorophyll, they can prepare their own food. Autotrophic. Chlorophyll bearing. Habitat. Where and all they are found? Aquatic, on moist soil, in association with fungi in lichens, on animals, upon the body of sloth bear. Okay, size, how much big they are, how much big they are, small or big or how much big, depending upon that. Depending upon the size, we can see the 4 different types. Few are very small, few are very small, microscopic, unicellular, single cell, microscopic. One type of algae is microscopic unicellular. One example for that is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is a algae which is microscopic. Few are filamentous, long ribbon like, long ribbon like. It is also unicellular, not unicellular, it is also microscopic, but several cells are kept one above the other to form a long ribbon like structure. We can see in the case of Spirogyra ulothrix. Few forms colonies, group, few forms colonies, colonial, it is called colonial, volvox, and few are massive forms. Massive means very big, large, massive forms, Kelps are one type of algae which are marine algae which form massive forms. So algae include from microscopic to massive forms. Very big forms are called massive forms. 4 different types are seen: microscopic unicellular, long ribbon like filamentous, group like colonial, and massive forms like kelps. Massive forms like kelps. That is about the size of algae. Algae are simple, thallus, chlorophyll bearing, found in aquatic as well as on moist soil, also found association with the fungi as well as on the body of sloth bear. How the size is? Size, few are unicellular, few are filamentous, few are colonial, others are massive. Massive are marine forms known as kelps. Now coming to reproduction. How the algae reproduce? Reproduction. Algae reproduce by 3 methods. One is vegetative method, another one is asexual method, and third one is sexual method. Algae reproduce by vegetative. Vegetative method is known as vegetatively by fragmentation. Vegetation is by fragmentation. So fragment is a small part of the algae. Body of algae is called fragment. Fragment which when separated from the main thallus, each fragment later grows and produce new thallus, that is fragmentation. So first one is vegetative reproduction, vegetatively by a procedure known as fragmentation. A small fragment, a small piece of the thallus of algae, when separated from the main thallus, that fragment have the capacity to produce new thallus. It is called fragmentation. Next one, asexually. How algae reproduce asexually? They reproduce by type of spores. Asexually by a type of spores known as asexual spores, commonly known as zoospores. Zoo is for animal. Animals are those which can move. These are spores which can move. Means some spores, these spores possess flagella. That's why. Not all, few possess flagella. So zoospores are of 2 types, those with flagella, those without flagella. Those with flagella and without flagella. Yes, asexually algae reproduce by spores. One common type of spores are known as zoospores. Zoospores are of 2 types, flagellated and non-flagellated. Flagellated spores are seen in Chlamydomonas. Try to remember the names of few algae. Chlamydomonas. What is Chlamydomonas? Is a unicellular microscopic alga. So in this case, the zoospores are flagellated, whereas non-flagellated in the case of Spirogyra. Or nonade, this part is nonade. Only zoospores you consider. This I will tell you in sexual asexual spores. Only this part. Asexual reproduction by spores. Spores are known as zoospores. Asexual reproduction are known by spores. Spores are zoospores. These zoospores, only this much part in zoospore on germination. These zoospores on germination give rise to new thallus. This part in flagellated, non-flagellated, not necessary under that. It comes under sexual reproduction. Okay. Vegetative reproduction by fragmentation and asexual reproduction by zoospores. What under zoospores? Zoospores on germination. Zoospores on germination give new thallus. Then sexual method. So what is sexual method? By the help of gametes. By the help of gametes. Yes, algae produce gametes. Gametes fuse, resulting in the formation of a structure known as zygote, and the process is known as fertilization. Process is known as fertilization. Yes, process is known as fertilization. So sexually by the structures known as gametes. Gametes fuse result in the structure known as zygote. The process is known as fertilization. Gametes fuse result in the structure known as zygote. The process is known as fertilization. The process of fertilization requires water. Algae are found in moist or in marine condition, freshwater as well as aquatic. So these are the requirements. Sexual method of reproduction requires gametes. It produces gametes. Algae produce gametes. The gametes produced by algae fuse resulting in the formation of zygote. The process is known as fertilization. The process of fertilization requires water. Sexual reproduction are of three different types. Isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Oogamous. So sexual reproduction are of three different types. Three different types of sexual reproduction are seen: isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. What they are, we'll see in the next class. So that is about algae. Thank you.